what I'm going to do today is follow a tutorial. One of the YouTubers, I've picked her tutorial. All grey, everything tutorial. It's not a bad description because there's greys. So let's get to this. See ya. I bought this eyeshadow palette because of that look, because I really enjoyed that look. It looked awesome, and I don't have the exact lip color, so I think that one's kind of similar. I've mixed two lip colors, which I'll show. But let's go with the eyes. It's all about the eyes. The eyes, the eyes, the eyes, the eyes. That's what it's about. The first thing I'm going to do is put on some, well, I put on primer all over my face, but I'm going to go in with Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. And she puts that just here as like a brow bone highlight, and then she puts an actual concealer, like I've got medium through here, and then she puts on the white milk little stick thing. Anyway, I better get to it and show you. So I'm going to go in with this pale shade, the Age Rewind. So I'm going to put that on just the part of my eye area here. And just going around, because on the eyelid area it will be white, actual white, like the white crayon. Yeah. Alright, got my mirror and I got some makeup wipes so I can just clean my hands off as I go. Also, one thing I should have done at the start is some tape. I do actually have some of these, whatchamacallit. I do actually have some strips, but I can't find them right now. So this will just have to do. Okay, then I should have put the concealer on, but I've already gone ahead and put on a concealer. It'll be fine for this look. So here's our palette, Meat Matte. And then we're going to go into the Dusty Rose color. And I'm going to put it at the highest bit where you would put eyeshadow on your kind of like browy area, but not all the way up, just in that, almost like a crease, but up here. If I put everything down too low for my eye, because my eyes are hooded, you're not going to see a thing. So I need to bring everything up. So I'm going into this matting and gone in my browy eye part here. All right, let's do this matting. Not too much. All right, in we go here. How far is it going? I think it's going all the way across. Alright, so I really want that shade to show up. So I'm going to add more. Okay, how are we looking? Yeah, there's something happening there. I'm going to go in a little bit more. All right, that should do. Next shade is Matte Abdul, so this nice grey here. And I'm just going to pop that a little bit underneath that one. So I still have this one showing, but just under here. Alright, so whereabouts is this one going? This one is going just a little bit underneath. Just adding a bit of colour there. Bit of grey. Goes all the way across. So I need more. More. Let's do this. Yeah, that's definitely working. I almost feel like I need to go back in with the dusty rose kind of colour. So I will actually, because I feel like it needs a bit more. I'm actually going to go over this bit here. I feel like when I do these different transition colours, I don't have a lot of space to work with. Alright, let's see what happens from there. So far 2 colours are on. So my next shade is Mahang, and I'm going to put it in a bit more of my crease area. Oh crud. Get the right colour. That would be really helpful. I get the right colour in here, where it's supposed to be. There we go. Something's happening there. So the next part is matte wood, this one. And this one's supposed to go in the inner crease part. I feel like I've already done that, but let's go with it. I feel like I need practice. I've tried not to put as much on my brush because I really don't want to mess it up. Apparently this one's supposed to be more for the outer eye than the inner. So I'm going to just go a bit more in this outer corner here. How's that doing? I think something's happening there. The next part is adding in this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the colour Milk. So that just goes on the actual lid. Right, let's go in. I'm going to use my finger just to kind of evenly spread that. I'm just not wanting to add in a lot because we've just done all this work. Alright. Just a touch more. Just a touch. I want to keep that as white as I can, because the next thing to go on is the shadow. I'll keep my eye closed, and that way I can get the most out of this. Otherwise, if I blink, I'm gonna get the grey on that. I'm just gonna use my finger and use that white shade, Matte Malloy, and that's going on my eyelid. Whoops, didn't mean to get it down here, but that's okay. We can fix that. We can do things. It's possible. Alright, let's check this. See if I've got enough white on there. Yep, I like that. It's coming together. Yes. Boom. Nice line revealed. There's still more to go, but we've got to this stage. So far, so good. All right, let's clean up this little white dot. Yes, done. Onto the liner. The liner goes with this look really well. I don't have a gel liner, so I'm just going to use this Kat Von D tattoo liner and go in with that. This is going to be fun. Yeah. I'm gonna actually put this liner on one of these liner brushes. So put the liner, dab the liner on one of these liner brushes, and then do what I gotta do to get that look happening. Let's do this. I feel like I will get way more precision doing this than if I do it the other way of just, I mean, I could, but hopefully I can get it pretty precise. Right, I need a mirror, so just bear with me here. I think gel liner would be so much easier. I did have some, but I got rid of it because it was old. I need a bit more of this, definitely. My chair is squeaky. Maybe if I do just freely line this, honestly, because I think I'm going to get the best out of this little thing. Yep. Woo! All right. That was thick. That was too thick. Whoop. I mean, it's supposed to have a long wing, so I know I can touch that up. Let's see how thick this bit is on here. Thank goodness I can color in the eyeshadow a bit. Can make it work. Yep, it's working. Black really stands out with this white. So just try and tidy that. I like to keep it nice and thin here. I can always add more thickness later. I feel like I'm like holding my breath as I'm doing that. I need a little more precision. So I'm going in here. I feel like I, would like to taper that off just a little bit more. Maybe I was supposed to bring it up a little, but yeah. Either. And I'm going to bring in this eyeliner in all the way down. Oh my gosh. Yes, did it. Good. All right, next thing, eyeshadow. So now it's time for eyeshadow underneath the eye. So with this one and this one, Matte Abdul and Matte Hung, they're gonna go underneath here. So I'm just gonna mix them up and pop them under. So I've got those two colors on my little brush here, and I'm gonna put that underneath. And I can bring it down a bit. I just get a bit more of that color. Yeah. Cool. I think it could, yeah, I could get a bit darker, but that'll do. The next is to use a white liner underneath in the waterline. So I'm going to do that. I've got NYX again. I got it in this little tiny one, like wind up crayon-y thing. I'm just going to add it. Just wind it up, make it easier for myself. I'll try not to get it all up on my lash underneath. And Katie was explaining that sometimes she does two rounds of putting this on. Just to get that looking good. But one is enough, she was saying. There we go. That makes a difference. So the next thing is putting some of this white eyeshadow into the tear duct area. So I'm going to do that now. All right. don't want to undo my grey. It's alright, I can always add more grey. Alright, let's add more grey. There we go. So yeah, it's just supposed to be extending that white a little bit there. I'll just grab that white smudging brush. And then time for some eyeliner underneath. So using the gel liner, I don't have the gel liner, so I'm just going to go in with the tattoo liner that I've got. I have found a tiny little brush that's pretty straight. Straightness happening and not too fluffy because I want a precise line. In I go. I'm just going to get it right at the base of this because see what happens. Maybe have a little testy. Ooh, okay. Initially wet, get in quick, then put it right under. Oh, I have to get in a bit quicker than that so it doesn't dry. Yep. A little of something happening. Wish it was better, but this is what I've got to work with right now. Luckily, this is going to get a bit smudged. More black. I wish it was a little bit cleaner, but this is what I have to work with, so we're working with it. Just bringing that into this little area here where we added the white. Trying to be very precise. Just kind of bringing that down here into like my tear duct a bit to create that nice little shape. I want to just add some more of the white in here. So I just grab this tiny little brush, an angled liner brush, put the white just in here, and it worked. I feel like I need a bit more of that eyeshadow under, so I'm gonna and to smudge that liner just a little bit so it's not such a line. Like it's a line, but it's kind of blended. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Just a little blending should help. Alright, let's do a little bit of blending. Before I do that, let's put that eyeshadow on underneath because we need just a little bit more. Yeah. I feel like Katie's under eye is a little bit darker, the eyeshadow. The next thing is mascara. Next thing's mascara. I'm just going to go with this mascara that I've got. I'm going to go with these lashes. Katie has lashes that are tapered. These lashes actually are tapered. There's that short compared to that edge. Cool. I'm going to put them on. I've got some other lashes I was thinking, but they're no way as dramatic as the ones that she's got. And it's cool when lashes that come in a box come with glue. So I'm prepared anyway. I do actually have lash glue, but so handy. So handy. With lashes and stuff, they suggest to like move them in like this to get that little curve. I just need to know how long this is that I need it. Alright, let's get you on there. Alright. Let it get tacky. Alrighty. It's the middle. It's the end. I have both lashes on, so that is a bonus. I'm going to put my foundation on, my blush, and a bit of bronzer, and I think this look is done.